and power hike these parts. I feel shitty. This blows. All right, we are making the most of our remaining time in Colorado. This is a mom's closet staple fit here. Got the USA on. Go USA, got to support the boys. Got these sunglasses that I really like. Mixed reviews, but I like them, so I don't give a fuck. And got the Longhorn bucket hat on. Not in sport mode, but we can pop the flaps down anytime. All right, driving into Boulder, Colorado. Take a peek at this view. This drive-in literally never gets old. I mean, super beautiful. But I have a flight back to Austin tonight. And working today. But every time I'm back here, I try to make it a point to get to Boulder. I want to get in the mountains. I want to climb vertical feet, and I just love being out there. So that's why I make it a priority. And been here for a week. I've done Mount Sanitas one time, and gonna rip it again here. All this to say, I've kind of broken one of my cardinal rules, which is you want to stack wins, you want to stack workouts earlier in the week. I just think it builds a positive momentum for the rest of the week. So you're looking at this week so far, I got 2 runs in, 10.5 miles, and like that's all I've done. No lifts. It's been pretty lackadaisical so far, but it's been a very busy week of seeing friends and family and trying to check all those boxes. And I guess that's the reason I am making this video is not to like show the highlight weeks or the peak weeks where or only show those where I run, 60 miles and lift 3 times and crush it and whatever else, but to show these weeks where, like, frankly, we're at Thursday here, and it's like it's a battle the rest of the week to keep my positive momentum, to keep driving forward. I mean, I ran 37 miles last week and have been moving in this really positive upward trajectory direction towards my goal in October in Chicago. And it's like, all the thoughts cross through my mind of, well, should I just take a deload week this week? Should I, rest a little bit and it's chill? Like, my legs could use the rest, blah, blah, blah. Maybe true, but also like, I feel great. And yes, I'm a little busy this week, but we can keep pushing. So the whole point of this whole diatribe is hit this run. This will be like, I also didn't get a speed workout in this week thus far. I will this weekend in my long run. But number one, you can be flexible. You can achieve all the things you want to achieve, and you can go out with your friends. You can drink alcohol like I did last night. You can spend time with people that matter to you. You don't need to fucking go to bed at 7 p.m. every night and talk to every single person you know about how you're running and you have goals, and so you can't do X, Y, Z. There's always a balance. And like balanced people are the people like that's who I want to be, and that's who I want to spend time with. There's certainly times and places to be unbalanced, but if you're doing it all the time, like, to me, that's just lame. Anyway, all that to say, like, I'm going to battle the rest of the week, have a great run today. And then I also want to fit in a leg strength workout at my mom's house before we jet off to the airport. So going to pack in quite a bit here before the flight this evening. And then, after this run today, we'll be at roughly 16 miles for the week, have some good vertical gain. And that leaves 22 miles to crank on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Easy money. We can do that. And 2 lifts. I don't think I've said that yet, but I can't take myself seriously. These sunglasses. God bless you if you made it this far. the goal week in, week out is X amount of miles run. So I did 37 last week. I want to hover right around there. I don't feel the need to like build too much at the moment past that. So 37, 38, 39, probably somewhere in that realm. And then I want to hit 3 lifts every week. Lower body strength workout, upper body push day, upper body pull day. I've done 0 so far. So we'll, in the last 4 days of this week, we're going to throw in roughly 28 miles of running and 3 lifts, which we can do. It's all good. So that's the speech. Let's get on this run. It's a beautiful day here in Boulder, Colorado. It is, 82 degrees. Nice and dry out, no humidity, which I love. And it's going to be a chill sesh. So I want to bomb up this mountain, and we'll talk when we get there. Let's roll. All right, Mount Sanitas Boulder, 1,250 feet of gain in the first mile and a quarter. It is, it's for real. My fastest this year up there is 24 minutes flat. I'm gonna try to beat that. So it's a mix of like power hiking, jogging the flats. I haven't eaten a ton today, so this should be a challenge. So frankly, we'll see how it goes. And then you get to the top, you cruise down. Still not easy running though. The next 4 or so miles, it is, kind of heavy downhill on the legs, trail running. But it's a money run. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can get to the top in 23 minutes, 59 seconds. Also do kind of need to go to the bathroom. And not the number one kind. So that would be an added layer of whatever. And also I'm using my road running shoes. If not having trail shoes is like an excuse, ditch it. Ditch that excuse. Just throw that in the trash. Just all that shit up and throw that in the trash, man. You don't need that. Bang. Let's fucking ride. All right, let's do this. Updates to come. Basically gotta jog the non-steep inclines and then power hike these parts. It's tough. But you do anything hard for 24 minutes, so let's go. All right, here we go. Hey. All right, we're making good time. Pushing pretty hard. Whew. I think we got 24 minutes though. Just gotta keep it up. Probably about 5 minutes in. All right, getting near the top. Watch just buzz for 1 mile, 18 minutes. So on a really, really great pace. Hey. Go this way. There we go. All right. So we hit 5.29 miles, 58 minutes, 58 seconds. I forget the exact what it was going up, but it was beat my goal for sure. 21:50 something. Huge. I fucking grinded on the way up. Oh man, pumped up about the result. That's all there is at the end of the day. And this was an incredible run. It's Thursday. My week is feeling like it's shifting and turning around for, you know, the positive, even with a slow start in terms of my training. And it's all good, man. You know, it's like every day is an opportunity to turn the week around. Every week's an opportunity to turn the month around. Every month, the year, the life, etc., right? And you're doing yourself a disservice if you let one day, one workout, one whatever, week, whatever, wreck or mess up your goals, your happiness, whatever you are aiming towards. So that's what I'm aiming towards, is Chicago 239. We know this, and today was a really positive step in the right direction. Talking about no excuses, I mean, haven't had a meal yet today. What I've had to eat today, it's like freaking 3 p.m., is a naked juice, a core power protein, a what did I have at? Peanut butter and jelly smoothie. So that's what I've eaten today with some water. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm exhausted, and gonna go get the first meal of the day in. But that's that. That's Thursday. Want to hit a leg lift later, like I said, and we'll stretch and get out of here. Hello.
Gorgeous house.
This way. All right, back in Austin, Texas. Got the day off work. Happy Juneteenth. 3.5 mile run in the books. And heading now quickly before this USA soccer game to meet with my sister Lindsay to talk about Dojo. Dojo is something I've been working on for a minute now. Give or take like the last 6 to 9 months. Canned endurance beverage. 60 grams of carbs, 60 grams of carbs, 600 milligrams of sodium in a can, yuzu lime flavor. I've been formulating for a few months now. It's coming out delicious. I'm super excited about it. More info at dojodrink.com if you are interested. Hop on that mailing list. But we are talking, Lindsay's gonna really dive in on the socials and that stuff where I don't really know anything about, if I'm being honest. So she's gonna be a huge help, and we are set to meet right now, if I can get through this traffic, at Palomino Coffee. So headed there right now, gonna rip a quick little meeting, and then USA Soccer. All right, meeting time.
Look like now, what would it take for us to be able to do that from, let's say, 2 weeks from now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where then we're
upper body pull day here. Want to keep it short and sweet at the apartment gym. Dude, go USA, baby. Let's fucking ride. Maybe 30, 45 minutes. We'll get after it. Here we go. Ready? Nice. All right, now look serious. Good. All right, let's get it.
we're to get another. Very inflated.
Alrighty, so gotta put a cap on this video, and yet it's Thursday of the following week here, so it's taken me 4 days to figure out how to wrap up this week of training video, because the week didn't go how I wanted it to. You know, and I think I finished the week at 27 miles run, only one lift, which kind of feels like a failure to me when I'm talking about wanting to run, around 40 miles, 3 lifts. That's kind of the standard as we head into this marathon build and prep. And like I've just put in so much consistent work the last 6-7 weeks, and that steady increase in miles, it's hard to have that dip, and it's just, I don't want to say disappointing, because it's not. It's just running. It's no big deal. But here's the headlines. Sunday, I mean, we slept in till I don't even know what time, 9:30, maybe 10 a.m. And then I took like a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day, which all signs point towards, and this is how I was feeling all day, just sheer exhaustion. I had about a 14-mile run on the brain, and the body was just saying, not today, sir. And there are times, I think, to push on and push through that, and I certainly have done that in the past. Sunday did not feel like one of those times, being 16 weeks out from this race, having put in so much good work, and knowing that I have so much still to come in front of me. So the idea was, let's hit the ground running Monday. Let's have another great week, and treat last week, which is hilarious. Like, because I think I actually said in this video, like, fuck that. This was going to be a deload week, like, or, fuck this being a deload week, like, push through, be harder, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like inconsistent. I always feel like I'm being humbled by all this stuff. But point here is, it's Thursday. I've had 4 incredible runs this week. I've had 2 great lifts already this week. 24 miles run, a leg lift, a great upper body push day. And I'm just in such a great spot here on Thursday of this week. Run basically as many miles as I did all of last week. And look, at the end of the day, just to put a bow on it, like, I want to show, like, I produce results, and I know I do, and I have in every race I've ever run. I push and I produce either my desired result or close, or I completely fuck up. But I give it a great effort, and I've had great results throughout. What I want to show is the real process of how that happens. And I have weeks like I did last week, and I have days like I did on Sunday. It's just part of the process. And it is disingenuous to me to only show the highlights. And I will have a lot of highlights throughout this prep. I mean, shit, I had an incredible workout on Tuesday. I had a great 7-mile run today in 92 degrees in Texas humidity. I had plenty of highlights, and those will shine through. And the ultimate highlight is going to be running Chicago in a PR best time. But I also want to show maybe the low lights, or just the more realness of it. So 17 weeks out from the marathon, 27-mile week. That's just what it was. Got a lot of rest this weekend. Been traveling a lot. Oh, and here's another thing. As I ramble on here, I rolled the fucking shit out of my ankle on Friday night, which I have failed to even mention. Was gimping around a little bit on Saturday. Still got a little run in with my buddy Ryan, like you saw on Saturday, and that played into the fatigue and exhaustion. So there's always a lot of factors, and sometimes I even forget them. Because, I just want to, be hard, whatever, bro, whatever. I do my best every day. Sometimes your best, though, is resting, recovering, and getting ready for a great week. So it took until Thursday, I think, to get a full perspective here on last week, especially last weekend. But I feel great. There's ups, there's downs throughout all this. That's how it is. That's how it goes. And that's, frankly, what you should expect. All that to say, it's been fun making these videos again. So that's a week of training. God, if you made it through this 5.5 minute ramble, like, God bless you. You're a real one. And just comment down below that you made it through this, because that's real dedication. I might not even make it through watching all this as I edit this. That's all I got. Holla! And let's have a great week, fam. All right.